Hey everybody, it's been a while since I did some instructional vids, so as you can tell, I didn't put up any vids on the Star Wars game. We just never got around to doing it. I'm using a soldering iron right here. It's on the 30-watt setting, and I'm taking your standard foam balls, bag of foam balls for planets. I'm going to make some planets to go along with all the asteroids I've made. You want to work with, how do I say this? Sometimes you have to work with what's given to you. Now, some of these balls, they'll have like a hole in them. Let's see if I can get an example here for you guys. Here's one. Perfect. So, if you have, see that hole? Now you'll notice that the dividing line is 90 degrees of that hole. So if I want to cover this dividing line by using it as my cut line going through the saw, which is what I do, this is going to be top center, which is going to be the hardest to cover. Okay, so sometimes you want to take a negative and turn it into a positive. What I did, let's see if I could back this up, is I'm having it like the planet is breaking apart, and that hole, I followed it down as deep as it went, is, as you can see, it doesn't go all the way through. So I tear apart this polystyrene down to where the hole no longer exists, and then I tear it into sections as if the planet itself is breaking apart. Okay? So this will give me a very sculpted, very dynamic looking planet. Right now, here's an example of what I'm doing. All I'm doing is doing fissures in the crust of the planet. And all I'm doing is just, let's see if I can line this up so you guys can see. All I'm doing is just burning sections. And I just keep doing that. Now the key here is you don't want to go too deep. Also, to help your painting out, you don't want to go too light either. You want to have a nice mixture so that you have a consistent look throughout it. You do want to break up your lines a little bit depth-wise, especially if you're going to want to have varying colors within the depths of those cracks. Always, if you're doing like the magma's coming out, you're going to want to go with your lightest base color first. My suggestion would be anywhere from a yellow to a white. If you want the planet to look like it's been cooling down, you may want to go as dull as, say, an orange. But it depends on the look you want to have. And these are traditional concepts. I always try and get people to think outside the box. There's no reason you can't do this in shades of blue. It makes it far more interesting. Like, for whatever reason, the magma of the planet burns a bluish color. Maybe there's a strange mineral in it that causes that. And actually, for those of you who know something about astronomy, you'll know that blue stars are much hotter than yellow stars. And actually red, which is usually the color that most people associate with being the hottest, red stars are amongst the coolest. So, little information there for you. But these are just different things that are going on, and I'm going to show you another one. It's being black based at the moment. I had made one similar to this before, and due to the pitted surface, as you can see, the surface is extremely pitted. This is not due to melting. This is the type of polystyrene that this just plainly is. So what I did, here I'm quivering, what I did was I tore the surface up and tried to get it as irregular as I could, and I want it to look like the planet was blown in half, either through explosion or something. Maybe a massive asteroid hit the planet and physically broke it in half, and it's spiraling apart. A lot of people tend to do straight line stuff. I myself prefer more of a spiral or S shape. I think it gives it a much more dynamic look. This is obviously going to have to get spray painted several more times. So that's what's going on, fellas. Thank you for everybody that gave comments to both Bootleg and myself about Origins. And in 6 weeks, it's gonna be Gen Con. God. Oh man, I feel like a crack whore in a drug house. This is turning out to be an awesome summer. Take care, everybody. Love you. Bye-bye.